my shit off the rip. We gon' be bucket naked on this fucking record. We gon' rush this man, it's couple seconds. Whatever we was doing, they supposed to stress it. I never be less, but look, you a fucking blessing. They tell me that this thing we got, it wasn't destined. Whatever we was learning, look, it wasn't lessons. You SS want to get energy to the progression, yeah. Can't look up in his face, can tell he kinda desperate. It's going down like when inside a second. Got a fucking weapon, that is why I'm gripping up today. Gotta take my gun, no limit, but this shit be up to space. Baby, now I got the new vibe, I send it by your way. How you feel? I'm trying to keep that out of dinner for a plate. My mistake, I got you as the lady of my life. Till I realize that you just was trying to play me for a fight. Rapping man in the night, off the red flex. Man, ice and cream, not the beam, all the bitch, talk my shit. Off the red, yeah, flex. Off the red, yeah, off the red, yeah, off the red, yeah. That's the peace, I.P. Off the red, yeah, you know. That's the peace, I.P. Off the red, yeah, off the red, yeah, flex. Off the red, yeah, off the red, yeah, off the red, yeah. That's the peace, I.P. Off the red, you know. That's the peace, I.P. Off the red, yeah. Flights, I only got the kind of fun. You're driving and I rock to get my roll. Except for every step that you can step on like this format, like your body is something we put on toes. Just like a coffee table in the living room. If it's too hot up in the kitchen, get the witch's broom. These bitches choosy, tell me why she wanna pick and choose. She got the rules, but you niggas feel like getting cool. I change the universe like Socrates and Aristotle. I'm doing magic tricks like Constantine and Harry Potter. I treat your girl and she my baby, I'm a barrel bottle. She only honest, I'm something that she don't get to swallow. Without a man, we always flying near the cosmos. My spirit like my bullet tips, I'm nearly hollow. Killing demons off the red. I'm the vessel, I'ma tell you, God legit. God gon' get you off the red. Off the red, off the red, off the red, that's the peace, I.P. Off the red, you know, that's the peace, I.P. Off the red, 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 that's the peace, I.P. Off the red, you know, that's the peace, I.P. Off the red.
My ass, old Mac Aztec TV, bitch. No, no, no. I'm WURLDIAH TV, bitch. No, no, no. Check this out. Check this out. Making a new industries and stuff. And especially for all my Native Americans that's not in Ohio. Not because, well, even if you're unaware, because you got something you could conduct and come to, and if you're already in Ohio, but if you're not in Ohio, you make music and things of that nature, contact me at DoelowDaPilotman. And for any Native Americans that's unaware in Ohio that ain't already connected. But for the most part, you already know how we do. But for everywhere else and stuff, and you're trying to get into music and stuff, and, you know, read the real Biggie Smallses. You know what I'm saying? Read the real Tupacs. You know what I'm saying? We the real anything, somebody coming out, or whatever the case may be. This is what we establish in Ohio. And contact me at DoelowDaPilotman@gmail.com. Leave your tribe, the area you at, and your chief, so I can get in contact with your actual chief. Because I need to get in contact with your actual chief too, to substantiate some actual things. You know what I'm saying? I'm Chief Harakdaswa, Hail Ho Dai Yalahu, Massasoit. You know what I'm saying? So for the most part, these things have to be constructed and re-elaborated. So we can create the crownship hat, not the bucket hat, the crownship hat. So this music industry, we make sure we duplicate what we got so it benefits us and these reservations and those who are off reservations and things of that nature. Now, for the most part, when it comes into music, and if you're up and coming and you want to feel inspired, you got something to be up under. Rockefeller Records, further than that, I'll pitch real quick. But for the most part, yeah, we got to understand, this not a trend. Anytime y'all hear some music or whatever the case like that, before a live stream, this ain't a trend. This is something I did 15 years ago, just being my damn self, and I never stopped. And everybody reduplicated it and stuff like that. And I ain't never get no break from it. So we're gonna make sure nobody else get no break from it. Well, so we taking the skies back. Anytime we see our shit get psyoped or whatever, because this our shit or whatever the case may be. So anytime we see our shit get psyoped or whatever the case, we make sure it lose all energy and lose all legs to run on in the sky. They wants to try to manifest in the 1, 2, and 3rd dimension, and they gonna look the same. You know what I'm saying? And we need to work there first. We're taking the sky over back first, and we're gonna get this music industry popping. We're gonna get this construction corporation popping, and we're gonna get this goddamn landscaping popping. We're gonna get this damn technology. We're gonna get all the information we goddamn need. We're gonna get all the data. We're gonna learn all the skull caps. We're gonna learn everybody metrics that's over here, and we're gonna duplicate it, and then goddamn it, we're gonna reclaim what's goddamn sustained. Now y'all gotta worry about nothing with the music. We got the music. We got the music back to New Orleans. We got the music back to Minnetonka. You know what I'm saying? So right now we just need to utilize a lot of other substantiations and stuff and bring it together so it can be piece by piece. Because like I said, it ain't no world for a lot of individuals. A lot of individuals that's coming over here off boats, they don't even know it ain't no world for them into that or anything of these natures. So these are not things to strive for. These are things to duplicate on your own so you could become the gold and the silver mine, the cobalt mine. You want to make sure you're the creative as already making the ornaments and stuff like that. But for the most part, you want to make sure you want to make sure in all metrics of life and things of that nature when it comes into the new age trade route and circumstances. And there's a lot of individuals to communicate with, like a lot of loving and nice individuals and stuff like that, all ethnicities, especially when it comes to Arabs, Asians, when it comes to certain, you know, black people that's on the same certain paths and things of that nature, Filipinos, Somalians and stuff like that, because everybody is trying to get their way or however. So these are the things you want to look for and connect. But for the most part, for things to come back, as far as when we talk about esoteric banking systems and where money and funding can go, right? This is why we have a home. So to substantiate things when it comes to business, entertainment, education, religion, and politics, when it comes to entertainment, music is a big substantiated circumstance to keep energy out and kind of, you know, reshape it and form it in such a way that it blends in with everybody else's aspect while still being able to keep your culture alive and be able to have some stake in the game when it comes into the main thing that everybody is pulling from in the first place, to be able to duplicate what we're calling as money and other things and attention. And it's not about attention. Always, it's not about the attention. First, it's about the groundwork. We want to develop the groundwork of being the creative person and the one who put the thing together to be able to broadcast it. You know what I'm saying? Not just be in a position of you don't have the talent and you're broadcasting, or not, or be in a position of you got the talent but you get ready to be on DJ Vlad 10 years later because something was wrong with your contract. But so we want to make sure we're in a situation that we can make the music and we can put it out. We want to make sure we can make the construction and we can get hired for other areas and stuff like that. Therefore, as this takes things off and on reservations to make it more solidified for every individual to be able to come together in a more sufficient space and still be able to align into this new type of magic square that's actually going on, that a lot of other individuals are trying to take credence over, that doesn't have anything to do with the talent behind it. And then it comes to things like this. You could be on my channel for about 10, 15 years and I'm doing everything just myself that just naturally looks like what all other artists do to become successful or make it. And it's the very same thing that we would get hated for. You would get hated for doing 1,000 songs. Before you have somebody reach out and put you in a position, you'll have somebody come out and be like, why you doing so many songs? Or why, and then take your stuff and do all this kind of other weird shit and then try to put themselves in the same position and stuff like that. So we don't play that type of game. And it's a waste of time too. And me just being natural with already what we doing. Shout out to y'all in Ohio and nature. For the most part, we've seen this firsthand. We've seen how people do this firsthand or whatever the case may be. So it's nothing, and without even trying it. So I'm telling y'all, don't even try it. It's no point unless you're going to be, if you're lost around a lot of white and black people that's telling you this is the right thing to do and go to college and stuff like. And ain't nothing wrong with the military and college, but it's something wrong with the knowledge in it. And the knowledge that they give these individuals is hateful without looking like it's hateful. So it become that business backstabber stuff. It become that kind of quality. So for the most part, you know, even before you even start to try to express your talent, if we're utilizing music and its attribute, right, it's going to be filtered through things that don't have anything to do with the music or the feeling behind it. And when a person can reach that small pocket of having that, right, that also is not the main importance, and it's put on the B side of something, or it's put in the back seat of something. And we know each of these things is like a psalm. Each of these things is like a prayer, whether it's getting sold or not. That has to be established. You know what I'm saying? The motivation behind it. And then for the most part, all the other circumstances of individuals being able to connect the dots and actually feel motivated because they actually have someone to listen to with a kind of a connection or a plug-in to the world with this magic square full of a large percentage scale of white and black individuals with their type of mentality. Once we learn their science and their psyop, not the psyop itself, but, you know, just the way that they think, then you won't have to be unmotivated, still participate in your own will, don't have no expectation into that, but also slowly but surely start to develop what individuals in that industry is developing, such as the Jews. And for the most part, a lot of them are not the artists, but they're in control of the money. So we want to make sure that what pockets individuals don't have, we have. We want to make sure we do the music and the thing. Just like we're coming back now as all young spirits and the ancestors and stuff. So it's important for all of us young individuals, especially if you're on the West Coast, pure, mixed or not, East Coast, pure, mixed or not, and knowing that we're more the percentage scale based upon still being attached and the pure, and we're still around the pure, and for the most part, our importance to actually express ourselves in such a way to let us know that we are important and we're not just some deserted or some goddamn it thing that's get ready to get eradicated, and then have to always pick these pockets of foreigners' mentality of keeping track when they fail to keep track of themselves and their own origins and stuff like that. So it gets all mixed and melting pot. And then for the most part, we don't never have a situation to substantiate ourselves. And then we're arguing a whole bunch of other nonsense before then because we're all in survival mode. So you see what I'm saying? So it have to be some type of situation that we could align and place a filtering system, due to the fact of, just like the Jews have it when it comes into even looking in the music industry, where they can just go scout artists. It's nothing for us to already be in that. And like I said, ancestors coming back. So young chiefs, I'm a young Massasoit, I'm a young Aractaswa, you know what I'm saying, where we go extend ourselves. We're not damaged, you know what I'm saying. We go out and do the do. We do what the ancestors tell us to do. We don't go down here and cry and mope and things of that nature. And we keep the thing going the way it's been going. There will be no new knowledge. There will be no new type of another extension to the 250 languages or whatever like that. If it wasn't the strong men extending and creating something that people could live and hear and re-watch in their mind forever and things of that nature, whether we got television, phones, newspaper or not, that's how our spirit works. And we should never motherfucker forget that. Everything based off oral. So oral is the manuscript that get wrote down on any goddamn tree that was cut down and put on a little piece of motherfucking paper and things for other people to goddamn remember. This shit is in us, not on us. It's in us, not on us. You understand me? So for the most part, you need to understand the circumstance of creating a substantiated foundation that it doesn't matter where you at on the land, it has that esoteric goddamn tabernacle. So getting back to the goddamn tuxedo tabernacle, goddamn it, one village, one mind, no matter how spread it out, scattered and mixed and diluted we are right now. Wake your motherfucking Indian spirit ass up. Become that motherfucker master goddamn Massasoit that you are. Become that medicine woman that you are. White feather woman that you are. And this goddamn shit to be what you are. And then goddamn put out that shit in the goddamn universe how it's supposed to be. Because we don't need examples of how to be on this motherfucker soil. Mentally and physically. Before people get lost in the sauce and then they don't know what else to do. And then they still reach for that godly talent. Yet the loss in the sauceness is what they have to duplicate to get it. So it'd be technology, it'd be money, it'd be bribery, it'd be taken from others, stealing, not even putting people in a position to have their break, but taking the same circumstance that they have, that they want for themselves, and then it looks weak, it looks tarnished, it looks tainted, it look industry planish. You see what I'm saying? So that doesn't work for us. and get more in our talents and our gifts and things of that nature. And a lot of these being goddamn Walmart. A lot of these are being goddamn. So for the most part, it ain't about being confined. These are our lands everywhere. No one's supposed to be confined in no damn jail, which all the urban communities are at the moment right now anyway. So when you are off the reservation and you're young, you're going to see a lot of these melting pots that I'm talking about. But when you're on one, you're going to develop talent, but not have no way to participate in the external world. So I'm that link. You know what I'm saying? I'm that link. So everybody talented. You already know we don't have to look up to these individuals. Michael Jackson copying us. Prince copying us. What's homeboy name? Everybody named Tupac copying us. Biggie Smalls copying us. Chief Keef copying us. You see what I'm saying? So you have to understand that. Reclaim. Jump into this business, entertainment, education, religion, and politics, and we do it our way. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to pay attention to anything in the world based upon people lost with validation issues. We know who we are. We don't need validation, not even from other motherfucking ethnicities. Even if you mix, you know, that small percentage scale of that side of your probably little small piece of family, if you got any at all, to even be around it or whatever the case may be. You see the things that they may be lost in. You see the things that you gotta kind of relate to and try to accept or put yourself in a position that you have to get validation from them in some way, shape, or form. And you know it doesn't really work. You know what I'm saying? So you know you're in a type of situation where you have to do on your own the way our spirit and ancestors, spiritual predecessors taught us in these things, because ain't nobody gonna save us but us. So I'm saying, so you tap yourself in, get back with your shit, your ancestors, and whatever the case may be. And like I said, y'all already in Ohio. Those who are not in Ohio, and this is a situated place, and you can learn your language. See what I'm saying? Because we got this school, we doing an esoteric school, whatever the case may be, but you can be around individuals and you can learn your goddamn language in this bitch. And then that's all it really matters. You know what I'm saying? Nothing else really matters. Let everything else fade and blur away. Let all these bribery tactics fade and blur away. Let all these manipulation games fade and blur away. Because you know these spaces is not the right space to be in to even develop any creativity, to even develop any sense of knowledge, to even develop the sense of knowing how to deal with other individuals. You know what I'm saying? You need that peace and space. Never give that up. That will leave real quick trying to get validation from individuals who have validation issues. They're going to self-project and make you think that you have validation issues. Make you think you don't know something. Make you think you don't have a know-how. Even if you colder than them, they're going to make you feel like you're not as cold. They're going to make you feel like you're not as talented. And then you have to look back and just see why you put in the most work. And then they got to make another excuse. Well, hard work don't pay off. You wasn't doing something right. Then they got to make another excuse to the point that it's just the phenotype. The end. So don't get discouraged. And you got somebody who watching you and gonna listen to all your shit. I'm gonna listen to all your shit. You know what I'm saying? And anything that sound like I can help with, I'm gonna make sure I can find it. I'm gonna finite it. I'm gonna confine it. I'm gonna sharpen it up. It's gonna sound good quality, like mine. You're gonna get the echo in. You're gonna get everything. You see what I'm saying? And that's what we do. We don't do nothing else. We don't get lost in anything else. Don't get lost in anything else. Anything else. You see what I'm saying? Not even if you try to put yourself online and you in search for likes and validation. Just wait for my like. Wait for my name. Everybody else's don't matter. 10, 20 people that's really with you is the only thing that matter. And then you know how our people is. They're not online and doing things of that nature, but they're still in the personal support or whatever. That's, you know, that matters more anyway. Anybody who have validation issues can't go back to that. They don't have somebody who loved them to keep them or for them to have their own motivation to do what they do. Once the likes, once the fake validation from strangers leave, they talent leave. Their motivation leave. We don't do that. See what I'm saying? You can use my page as an example. Shit, I'm just doing because this showing my land and showing everything or whatever the case may be, and all the new psyops that forgot about the previous psyops. I'm still here. We still here. Doing what we doing out of mind because it's just our shit. Period. Whatever other people want to develop in their own mind to hate, that's their issues because they're lost. That's their issues. Not yours. Don't make it yours. You ain't lost. No matter how foreign it look outside, you're not lost. Don't let nobody dump that on you. Don't let nobody dump that on you. Don't single nobody out. People running off templates. It may be a whole group. Love everybody. hate the character, the template. That you will find that template. You can move to another country and still see that template. You will hate that nature. Don't hate that person running off of that. They will go through experiences in their life to know what program to unplug from and what new ones to replace it to download if they want to look at it like a computer. But we know spiritually it's just about the spirit always in search for fulfilling, because the spirit is naked and it fulfill things in that numino with thoughts and feelings for the first security shelter, and then it bends in as actions and qualities we do to making a goddamn teepee on the ground before, because that's just the hunting grounds. Everybody want to live in a teepee. But for the most part, and put you in the city, how house is, that's how I was. Plank houses, lone houses, all that shit. But for the most part, you know that that's what it is. And in the physical, if you can't accomplish it, or you're getting attacked and someone doing a synthetic version to manipulate you to think and feel that you're in that situation, you know, the thought and feeling, you're the creator of that. We created this world. So they can never take your mind. They can never take Yehovah. You know what I'm saying? They can never take our ability. Never take the ability of forever be in the sky, to bend in and be the hidden word for God. We don't ever have to write that down. That shit written on our hearts. We don't ever have to get your peace pipes, get your peace. We don't ever have to shout to Duncan, a pilgrim I fuck with. But we don't ever have to. Ever. That shit natural. You don't have to learn none of their math, astrology, astronomy. That natural. They even got terms for it, self-learning. No, it ain't. We created that shit. That shit natural. That shit, we ain't learn that shit. That shit just natural. We are that. We are the star people. Remember, that doesn't, it's going to be a lot of things that stop you. A lot of people that you think is this way and that way. And, oh, this is a helper. Oh, I can help them too. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a lot of that. It's going to be a lot of that. But just chill, sit back, relax, and it's a ride. It's a ride. It's a ride beyond a kayak. It's a ride beyond that. It's a flight. It's a spaceship. But remember, we made the first spaceship. We made the first programming. Don't ever forget how to fly through the sky. Don't ever. You stay on that beauty path. Don't ever forget how to fly through the sky. You know what I'm saying? They might have injured motherboard ship. Got you beneath, but you still living. You just ain't got that Indian spirit in you. You know what I'm saying? You might got the white man thought. You got the black man thought. Trust me, that's mixed in my blood. On a small percentage scale. I see it. It ain't nothing to hate. These are loving people. You know what I'm saying? But I guess the background and the circumstance and the relationship, what may be right for them ain't always right for other people. That's why I sometimes separate the individual. You know what I'm saying? Because every ethnicity and stuff like that interact with other ethnicities, even within their own, such as ours. When all tribes get mixed up and then have an offense, especially with my family, all the women, thank God they stood strong together. But when you getting destroyed and replaced off lands and stuff, right? Even who you are is seen as negative and stuff. And it's a big practice on stopping you and getting rid of the men. So your friends is other ethnicities. Like loving people though. You know what I'm saying? This is where you find those loving black people. You find those loving Arabs. You find those loving Filipinos. You find those loving white people and stuff like that. And that could be like, you could stay with us or whatever, or you could do this, that, and the third or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And you find communion with these people and stuff like that. But that's not to forget who you are. You know what I'm saying? That's not, you see what I'm saying? That's not, because a lot of the women was just remaining, especially here on the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? So it's just the woman. My mother, her goddamn 5 sisters, and this goddamn shit, 3 brothers. Her mother, her father, their parents, and stuff like that. The men get old and die with no goddamn it litigation to how to keep up shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the paperwork game or whatever. And by y'all being on this land, that's why y'all don't understand. Yeah, Native Americans is all over the place, especially the mixed ones. But your ethnicity ain't in no situation. You could be from anywhere. You don't have to go through all these laws all the way to the federal recognizing thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it ain't hard for y'all. Y'all still, they allow y'all to come over here, Asians, just to have that type of stuff. We are the people already knowing who we are, and we're just fighting for other rights that don't have anything to do with the other confusion they're throwing on y'all. And then it have y'all come up with arguments trying to question us, whether on a reservation or not. And shit is more off the reservation, especially when it comes to the mix. And then if the government is making more of these people in better positions, you live your life in with a fake validation issue. This is the way how they kill the Indian spirit. Let's say your mother, nothing to choose from, but people in the military and all these other ethnicities, right? And then they're building themselves up with their family. You just an Indian old woman with your last pieces of family that you ain't gonna do no incest, more woman, you still like dick. You know what I'm saying? We got to keep this shit real. We got, because like America is fucked up when it comes to the shit that they should be paying attention to first. It's like they put so much money in other shit, and then it's like the shit that actually matters, they don't really care about. Then motherfuckers got own issues in school and other shit. Then they think that motherfuckers is crazy. No, it's what the fuck y'all doing. My head fucked up because I went to Andrew Wilson, and my head ain't fucked up because I didn't got some magic power and now I'm doing witchcraft on people and I'm trying to be a teacher around the motherfucker world. Bitch, this anecdotal. What is wrong with y'all? You know what I'm saying? It's not me automatically in this energy. It's what y'all are creating as a circumstance to make people feel like ain't no other motherfucker way. But I'm not going to give up like it's something that I'm starting and be like, if it's something I need to give up on. It's just something I do. I don't need to be experiencing getting blocked at it too. As if I was in y'all world, in y'all faces, on my knees, trying to clip one of y'all toenails, trying to jump on the table and dance like Bobby Smurder to show y'all the ghost dance or the star dance that y'all already done seen. It was like, we ain't gonna never have him even have an opportunity to be with Bobby Smurder. To even jump on the table. The way he think already, we know he ain't about to be jumping on no table. He about to start talking shit about us killing his people doing something like this. I get it. That's why I never participated though. But don't come blocking me though. And try to make a whole bunch of AI shit and things of that nature that it don't help me. It don't help me and my people. Only thing I'm gonna do is create, like, I don't look at respiration and native rights the way these other ethnicities look at it. I know I'm talented and smart enough and I matter. Whatever y'all doing, I can do it too. So I don't need a handout. Respect my mind. Oh, y'all got astrology being cold? Oh, that's natural to me. Math? Oh, I'm cold. Y'all doing all this new music psyop shit? Oh, I do war dance. I do song cries, the deaf songs, all kind of shit. I don't want to die alone. I did that right in the Hopewell Mound. They turned it into a damn Oak Hill. They turned it into the Oak Hill. What they call that, cemetery, but for the most part, it's a Hopewell Indian mound that the Erie and the Ottawa, all them is up under that. All them up under that. I'm out I'm out them waters, out these waters. I ain't Ottawa though. I understand where my mother's mother is from here. But see, here's the thing. When it comes into my mother and her mother and father and my mother's father and his parents and stuff like that, they're from South Carolina. I'm saying, so without the Catawba tribes and whatever that they was, because it wasn't Catawba, you know what I'm saying? But it's just what y'all calling it now. And yeah, it's why Hooray is even some new updated thing or whatever the case may be. This is specific. It's why. You know what I'm saying? Esa. And for the close to the Wakama. So there's a lot of them too. They all mixed up. It's so confusion now that could be confusion for real though. You just the people. If you the people. And you still speaking in the language and you got your culture. Just like y'all see my grandma and auntie and stuff like that. I come from a long line of powerful people, not just damaged people. You know what I'm saying? Like chief sachems of shit. Not no 3-4 generations down the line. Now, motherfucker, ain't no general motherfucking legend down the line. What the fuck y'all talking about? So, for the most part, without them coming here with my grandfather, I wouldn't have my mother. So without my grandfather fucking my grandmother, I wouldn't have my mother in Ohio. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I can say, but here's the thing, I don't want to talk my personal life. But when it comes to just the side of I'm closest to and stuff, right, it's going to be the South Carolina tribes and Ohio. But I'm connected to the tribes too in Ohio. It's just that's not immediate. So, and then I'm not y'all, how y'all lost, and then y'all ain't native at all, where y'all get into some situation of wherever y'all live at now. Y'all think the tribes there got something to do with you. That I don't know where y'all coming up with them knowledges at. That's weird knowledge. You got to understand migration and have some and you migrated. Like you the migration. You can't talk about something that you got to be the migration. I don't know how to, just like sometimes when I hear y'all talking, right? Like when I start talking about spiritual people, star seeds. But it's like it look like y'all trying to get paid off of it or be seen as a representation of just a talk power warrior. So y'all sit up here and be like, these are star seeds. Why ain't you one? Like, do something so I could be like, this is a star seed. Because when you do that shit for real, it's really unattainable. For an example, I'm a star people. So it actually makes people in the government yancy a little bit to make us participating with anything. We actually have things, and we're online right now. Not even artists got more songs than me or whatever. Not even just music. Conscious teachers. I'm in every area. Business, entertainment, education, religion, and politics. And the highest mental level of it. A person who's talking could only be talking about me. They're not talking about themselves. But they're putting themselves in a position like, I'm a star seed because I could talk about it real good. I'm an astrologer because I could talk about it real good. I'm a numerologist because I could talk about it real good. That's how you know it's lostness. That numerology, gematria shit, that's fake. That's somebody either in a cult or something. Because numerology is just understanding the art of deduction. And gematria is just understanding mental addition. So you're understanding each number alone. So when you're singling, you have to separate compound numbers. So it's just 1 through 9. And then when you start adding numbers together, it's compound. Then that becomes gematria. You taking each single beyond number, it could be a sign and symbol, and understanding that quality as an individual. Then when you add it with other individuals, you doing gematria now. Now you could create a manuscript or a magic square. Gematria has nothing to do with, let me get online and type this name in, and this name means something in Latin or English, and this is what somebody gonna do. Who made that up? Like, that has nothing to do with nothing. Y'all just lost some English words and shit. So anytime I don't even try that shit. Even if I was to try, like, y'all probably lost in that shit. Y'all be like, let me type in DoelowDaPilotman. Let me type in goddamn hello.yahoo. Let me type in Uriel. Let me see what number and what name it come in. All you're gonna see is peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Barack Obama. Goddamn it. The rings around Saturn. And it's just fucking like dumb shit. It's just people making English words and equating the word to a number, so it's randomness. And then when you try to get some out of randomness, it be like it play out like a fake Ouija board that you have to make up your own meanings behind it. So motherfuckers just be putting numbers together. Like, for me to know what a 211 is, I don't have to be in government to know what a 211 is. 2 means relating. 11 is 1 and 1, relating to another individual's relations, or whatever the case may be. So anytime you're relating to another individual's relations mentally, you're stealing something from their mind. And if it play out physically, you're stealing some of their property, or whatever the case may be. So 9 times out of 10, when the police hear it's a 211, they know to get prepared for a theft. The end. But when y'all start putting like the words, English words on it, and be like, oh, let's go to this. Let me type in this. And they go to mother's egg cell bosom back in Israel, shit like that. You get lost and get online and make a whole 8-hour live stream about a damn rabbit hole you put yourself in. Shit, it'd be like that simple. Don't really be nothing else. So it's like y'all lost. It's like y'all in the duplicate systems first before how the duplicate systems get made. You got to be in the system of how the duplicate systems get made, or you show a person that you ain't a creator, you a creation. And if you on this land and if you native, you a creator. You're supposed to already know that. You don't go out and create for somebody else's world. You create and help them out. And they look at you like a business partner or something like that. You know what I'm saying? That's how the Constitution was made over here. We don't play no other type of game. When it comes to music contracts, whatever, I'll show you how to do it. It ain't about no music contract. It's a whole music industry doing a deal with a whole nother music industry. You know what I'm saying? It's that. We got our own subsidiary shit. Like we don't play nobody's stupid games. We make everybody act right and do things for God. That's what we do. We make people act right and do things for God. We don't protest. We protect. We protect everybody's mind. The black person, the white person that's nice, that's not around too many of their elder family members that's dealing with old hag energy and just got a lot of money to do negative shit with. You know what I'm saying? Asians, Filipinos. Trust me, man. I fuck with Arabs all the time, man. Coolest relationship in the world. And guess when it comes to the money, we ain't talking about what Muhammad may think about this or whatever, or what Witchy Manitou may think about. You know what I'm saying? That don't even come to the party. You know, so that don't even come to the party unless we roasting each other. And guess what? We ain't thinking about something in the world as racism. No, we understand we different people and we sharing this land and motherfucker, what we gonna do about it? Let's make some money. The end. Like anything else, it's like, it's weird. Anything else be weird. You know what I'm saying? All the tricks and stuff like that. It's just seen as a lie though. Like we ain't got a lie to do the same thing we about to do anyway. Make money. If that's the game, that's the game. You know what I'm saying? Where's this animosity energy coming from people who got more of it? People who's put in damaged situations try to get that money to get out the way. Where does this energy come from where people get the money and then be in everybody's faces? That show me a personal issue. Like a personal high, like a personal internal crack where you ain't satisfied. So as soon as you got some money, you want to do everything you didn't get a chance to do that you could have did genuinely. So once you get money, it's something you trying to get away from for real and find more genuine shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's supposed to be. But we got a bunch of people who get rich and want to be in everybody's way. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, man, I'm just like, what the fuck? What you in my way for? Even if I had your money, my background and my position don't allow me to even think the way you think. I'll never be in your way. Trust me. And every time I see you getting close in my way, I'm going to another world. Like, I just want to be in my own world. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. But I don't know where all that came from. Where y'all get that from? And a lot of y'all black people picked up that trait too much. This is how gangs on one block be fighting with the block on the next block, like Chicago, California, and shit like that. We don't do that in Ohio. There's too many Indians still here. There's too many people like me still here, so you can't do that. Especially you get a little piece of a mix of y'all a little bit. I'm punching you in the nuts. Bitch, I'm the Superman. I'm the superhero here. You know what I'm saying? I know this land and you don't. Then I got your mind a little bit. I know where all you retarded at and just sit that down a little bit and be like, yeah, you work for me now. You know what I'm saying? You work for me. Yeah, you work for me now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna make sure your crackheaded ass mother gonna get her yard clean. Real shit. You gonna clean, y'all gonna think right. Y'all gonna know how y'all looked at and shit like that. Tell your crackheaded ass mother and auntie, clean that motherfucking yard. I'm saying we ain't going out the gangbang today, bitch, unless you getting ready to join the Red Sticks. And bitch, you probably gonna have like 1,000 songs or something like that at the end of the day, bitch. You gonna have some brand new outfits on and shit like that. Your mother gonna think you like stealing and robbing and hustling or something like that. You gonna be like, no, I just met a native. That's it. I made this myself. I'm about to start selling these things and stuff like that. Oh, so that's all you about to be talking about and shit. You ain't about to be talking about nobody else, bitch. I got 100 people I can pull up on right now, all ethnicities, bitch, and that's all they'll tell you, and that's all they know me for, and that's all they known for now. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. I'm talking about real life. You know what I'm saying? Don't let me get to pulling receipts that motherfuckers just now jumping on my page and probably was on my page long enough, but just if they practice in a psyop, they're always in some new program forgetting what's already going on in somebody's life already that they ain't thinking nothing else about. You know what I'm saying? I'm always helping motherfuckers. The energy y'all see me give online, you think I'm not naturally like that? For me to even have people to care about me, to be like, man, we about to, like, shit, we about to outblow everybody's videos. We about to outblow, you already doing what you doing and shit. You know what I'm saying? That you get what you give off. That shit don't even be online. They can play out online sometimes, but everybody have a real life first. Y'all got to understand that. Get your real life together first. Act like who you think you want to be in real life first, and then you will get those results. You will find things to teach about that you will see other people got potential in. There might not be in that position yet, and that's when your words will hit their eardrums. Well, so they'll find you some way. We got online now, so it's worldwide. Somebody going through your shit right now. That's why I asked Homegirl on the last live stream and shit. It's no point for you to be interested into saying you could love somebody and they could destroy you if you ain't in an actual relationship at the moment. That's why I asked you that, because I like to teach. Because I don't want people to think when you're on TikToks or IGs, Facebooks, YouTubes, and then you're seeing a lot of these things could be robots. But if they are real people, they're lost. I don't want people to think that people's sentiment online is something that got something to do with real life or whatever the case may be, or whatever. Like, for an example, like y'all might hear me say, I love y'all from the bottom of my heart, or whatever the case may be. That don't have anything to do with that. The love energy I give to, if I'm in a relationship, my daughter, my mother, my family, my friends, or whatever the case may be. That's the actual love. Online, we're presenting ourselves in a certain way, but it's all love. You see what I'm saying? Like, it ain't to get confused with. So it's not for me to get online and be like, where the love at, if I know the actual love ain't with nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So we can't get lost in validation issues and then get online, try to be teachers. And that's why I told other homeboy, he said he was going to the blood bank or whatever the case may be to give his damn blood or whatever. Like, so you in a few of our uncles' positions and things of that nature. You shouldn't be helping nobody. Last time I checked, and rest in peace my uncle, but everybody else uncle in that same position and shit like that, you going to your family members and shit and asking for change and money before you even go to there and stuff like that. So for the most part, you're in that position that it's people in your family that's probably helping you. You should never put yourself in a position that you think you helping people. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. Get yourself together first, and then you'll be all right. Then you will see what your life path is. Is you even a teacher, or you should be busy with what you just became talented on, or teach other people how to get out of a situation, not to go to the damn blood bank or whatever the case. But if you ain't get ready to teach that, and you talking about something that you ain't involved in personally, and then you think it's something to get monetized on because you think other people went to, and then that can only go two ways. Either you just a flunked out ass person who was online too much, or someone trying to create narratives online using AI. Either way, it's both retarded. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't understand certain things. And this is why all the watch hours and stuff on all these apps is going down, because online not entertaining anymore. And if we ain't about to be entertained by nobody but the government and the tricks and stuff like that, that shit is unentertaining. It just appear to be sarcasm. So ain't no categories no more where people could just go off into other shit, all the way down to astrology. It should be like a metaphysics category for people only talk about that type of shit that ain't even got to talk about the government or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And everybody creativity, they'd be motivated to do it and get online and watch others that's doing it. And if the government was to take people ideas, that would be the freshest baby state to do it. But online, you just took off all the real people and made us watch y'all and shit, and y'all not that creative. So now y'all just crashing out. It's just making everybody laugh. Because now we only see it as y'all took us out the way, but then think y'all about to sell something to us. But we could tell in y'all mind, y'all thought y'all was taking us out the way to get the audiences. And somewhere down the line, y'all forgot we were the audience. So y'all exposed yourself to the audience, start competing with the audience, and now y'all struggling on what to promote to the audience, basically. So this is what we going. This is what we going on right now. For an example, right? Like, we have to make sense out of things. There's no one in government who actually making sense. They've been ran by college kids too much. The tax dollars that's being used for the military to be in DC, right? All right, it's crimes everywhere, right? But really pay attention, right? Crimes is down. This is why they're struggling with saying that y'all don't know, and every time they say crime is high, they don't understand why people say it ain't. It's because when they made online and called it a dead online, they don't understand they put themselves online. This what I mean by this, right? If all the actual people in DC is content creators, then who are we talking about? It's like this what they don't get. They don't get we are the people. YouTube is full of people just speaking. Like they might think I'm teaching something, waking people up. No, these are conversations everybody having, especially people who ain't content creators and like I don't ever want to get on camera. You know what I'm saying? They have these conversations 24/7. Y'all just so it's like the government is in a position of like this. Hey, we need to do a psyop on a city because of this. So let's make a narrative on that city. Now, let's tell everybody in that city what's going on. And if everybody in that city is content creators or online, here's where it don't make sense. Because it's like, then who are you talking to then? Are you trying to separate? Because you made online to get data on the people. But then you use online to try to steer the narrative of the people. But then the narrative you're trying to steer is against the people. So it's like you have no other target to make whatever y'all saying make sense. It's like, who is y'all talking to? Who is y'all talking about? You know what I'm saying? For an example, all the gangbangers is on Adam 22. So when they say California needs to do this, that, and the third, we just go to these California channels and see them online already crashing out on they self. So who is y'all talking about? Y'all can just go stand in front of Adam 22, and every time he get ready to have a new interview, to stand up there and ready to lock a person up, y'all will have everybody y'all need. Y'all say so. It's almost like I don't get it. Like I don't get it. I don't get what y'all doing sometimes. Then I become an enemy out of nowhere, a secret enemy, a secret service enemy. You're like, it's weird. So it's like online, everybody is self-projecting, showing their talent, but y'all not as talented with the psyop. But the psyop is y'all talent. That's why I make this example. Don't teach me how to typewrite real fast. I mean, don't teach me about what you typewriting about. Teach me about your talent, typewriting real fast. There's a lot of people who can't typewrite real fast. I can, but I'm just using this as an example. It could be someone else who want to be a secretary. Teach them how to typewrite real fast. It could be somebody else who want to be a librarian. Teach them how to, but you don't want to teach me that. You want to teach me about what you type in. So I can't think about the typing real fast talent. I got to look at what you type in and if this talented or not. And if I look at what you type in for you to make me believe it, and all I see is my shit anyway, I'm cool. Like, why do I need you to sell me? Why do I need you to type up me and then try to sell me and be like, ooh, I bet he'll like it? Why would I like a synthetic version of me? It doesn't make no sense. So whoever that's making happy, what kind of God is that? That's dumb as fuck. You should be trying to find talent and creativity somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So I can like you and you can like me and there's something we could create. You know what I'm saying? Ain't got to be no competition like that. But I don't know where y'all get that energy from. That's negative. Get out of that energy. That's not good. It's not. I know the justifications that a person could find to be like, but yeah, but you will see it down the line. It does no good for you. It make you look bad at the end. And if you wanted a talent to teach, now it's tainted. You can't actually teach what you just done to that person's contract, or you can't actually teach that you typewrite real fast because there's too much stuff behind it. Oh, this person gonna discover it was my fast typewriting that typed up that bullshit ass limited hangout website. You know what I'm saying? So it get to a faulty intelligent, an intelligent way to hide again, an intelligent way to not be myself. Just everybody gotta be themselves, because we can't hide in today's time. What make me feel good is putting y'all onto some new mental stuff, right? That's God, that's Jehovah. So that come in many fashions: business, entertainment, education, religion, and politics. I can't help there's people in these pockets, in these hells, trying to play God in one or the other. I'm not in one or the other. I just create these things. I could create a politic. I create a religion. I create a business. I create entertainment. I create education. And I get stuck in these things. I understand what this form of education is. All right, let's move on. I understand what this form of religion is. Okay, let's move on. I understand what this form of politics is. Okay, let's move on. You know what I'm saying? I understand. You know what I'm saying? I understand what this business. So when you understand it, if it get old and outdated, the one who understand it just get hated on. The ones who understand it just get hated on because you appear to have an ego that you don't have. You just use the quality itself that was made out of an ego, and you start to appear to look better in it than the people that's utilizing it at the moment, who probably had a way to do it as it ain't what you know how to do, is who you know energy and reading a book or whatever the case may be. So it's a synthetic version about they just part of the creation, not the creator. So when you jump into a creation and you a creator, you only know how to create within it also. Motherfuckers be like struggling for things that have already been created and got them in a substantiated place to make them look like they're something they're not. But it can look like it got something behind it or whatever to be something. I can't dance, but shit, I'm the one who paid Michael Jackson type energy. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have to know how to dance. Michael Jackson, my entertainment. Like shit like that, right? But your dick's still small quality is. So you should be thinking more about your kneecaps to the point that Michael Jackson want to be like you and you can pay Michael Jackson. That's a different ball game right there. That's a whole different ball game when you could do that, because at that point you don't even give a fuck about using other individuals. So a lot of qualities that manipulation will have to go down as a train of thought and line of reasoning won't even be down that path, because it'll be a lot of things that you spend more time on that you rather do anyway. That's more on your own back, having the world on your shoulders, not on other people's shoulders, and you just somewhere feeding off of it. And then it'll place you into a situation where a lot of the petty games will be non-existent, because it'll be a lot of things a motherfucker say I can do myself too. Like think about if you can't find an artist that week and be like, shit, I'm gonna make that motherfucker song myself. Then think about you do that with an artist, and then next time people didn't even care about that artist. They wanted it from you again. You get into a whole different pocket, struggling to even get artists because everybody's just still wanting from you and shit. You know how much money you start making and shit like, man, Lord Jesus Christ, have mercy on my soul. You know what I'm saying? You will be the industry itself. You will be the goddamn industry itself. Like, Lord goddamn. You know what I'm saying? That's cold shit. But we ain't got no strong people doing that, man. We just got think power warriors. And that's what we here for. And we here for all other ethnicities too. Like, to get this shit together. You know what I'm saying? We're going to put this shit together. So whatever industry it is, fund it just as much. And whatever personal people in their culture never get crippled. And there's no pocket for people to be in to start developing that hate seed. It's like, what I got to hate for about your position? If I got my own position, it's nothing to hate for. There's no reason to hate. You know what I'm saying? It's as simple as that. We need to keep things like that in that pocket. You know what I'm saying? But until then, that's why is creating your own industry energy and your own esoteric banking system. So like I said, if you are unaware Native American in Ohio of what's already established and shit, reach out to DoelowDaPilotman, the number 4 at gmail.com. But specifically for Native Americans that's not in Ohio and you do music because you're far reach. So it'll have to be some that until we trickle in real life, however the case it may be. But for the most part, it's about substantiating illuminative culture, illuminative industry. And we need construction workers. We need, goddammit, musicians. We need everything in business, entertainment, education, religion, and politics, and things of that nature, and other ethnicities. You know what I'm saying? If everybody want to help, or whatever the case may be. But this is what has to happen if everybody want to be in a position, understanding we all got bills or we all paying taxes, but you still want to be motivated for your creativity and have that be the ground basis of your life in all magnitudes and stuff like that. That has to be an importance first, or we just gonna keep getting this white and black people negative energy based upon what they're creating online to do with the trolling and stuff like that, as a way to control. To me, it doesn't even make sense, to be honest with you. Like, but I guess this is what people get paid to do. But in all actuality, it's counterproductive to anything. It's the main counterproductivity to America right now, the social media psyop, because there's no one online but them, not even kids. You know what I'm saying? So Gen Z don't really got nothing to participate with. Millennials got everything taken, and the old people are just still in a certain situation of regular life. But now it's to a point where there's nothing for no one to even watch. So everybody is going back to what they was doing anyway. And if they is going to watch something, it's probably just predicated to their culture or whatever the case may be. Everything else going to seem kind of weird. And we're just seeing that's some Americans right now. It's a large portion of white and black people. Like I said, love everybody. And all white, black people not involved with police gangs. But just know this is a system that they're curating that really no one is a part of unless you have a job. But that's as far as you're a part of it. It's a small pocket of people that's doing it the old way, that we're just in a new shift. So it doesn't matter what they do, it's going to be counterproductive. And then even using our family members and these militaries, polices, and stuff like that start to it make things weird on a higher level, right? All the way to the point that we could all be getting put in bondage and we all online. Then once we all get put in bondage, they promoting online, they did it to save us. Make that make sense. I don't get it. We're online, so we're showing you we saved ourselves. You exercising stuff on us ain't doing nothing for us. You blocking us ain't doing nothing for us. You know what I'm saying? You making some weird situation for us, not necessarily doing anything for us. It's just making us look at things weird. But like I said, DoelowDaPilotman4@gmail.com. This little industry or whatever the case may be when it comes to the music and all things, business, entertainment, education, religion, and politics. And now we really have a foot in what it even mean for these things, because we have our own way of doing stuff. And all ethnicities on this land will realize that's the better way to do things. So it's not hard, like, to do anything, especially with other ethnicities, especially Arabs. They're like the first easiest people, because you have to look at it like this. Whatever that they're doing online is things that everybody, even people who ain't online, is witnessing. So, like, we don't understand what they're actually doing. I mean, it looks silly, but it's like everybody is witnessing what they're doing to themselves in a certain way. So all we have to do is be ourselves. If they was like people who flung from Satan and they all came down here as 144, they actually about to be like 90 or 95% another version of that. Them stars flinging on our side. All the people that they're using is going to be on our side, because who actually agrees with what's going on? There's only a handful of coons they got left, and then they're going to have to take the controller out of their hands because they're not doing it right. They're crashing it, and they're not even the one getting the most funds off of it. So eventually, just the actual faces is going to start saying, well, we got to take back control or whatever the case may be. But then that's when we're going to actually see it's just a small pocket. It has nothing to do with anything. All the people that they was using to appear a certain way take our side. I haven't met nobody in the hood or the suburbs yet that even think like these people who be trolling. Like their own kind. Like, it's only white and black people, but their own kind don't even think like that. I can get around a group of white boys right now, and we're not even talking about culture, and I guarantee we all get on the track or something like that. Like, there ain't no what's going on online or whatever the case. It looked detriment to the American people. That is, the government is trying to be in control, but presenting themselves as being a detriment. And not even y'all own people is really up with that. So it make people have to question it. I mean, people still gonna go to school. It's just people gonna be more weary what they're participating with now, because they know school is pretty much where a lot of these people getting STDs from. A lot of these people who do these fake protests, riots, end up being future politicians and stuff like that. A lot of people joining college now know. And a lot of the millennial children is being, such as mine, is being raised up under whatever the government is doing to citizens. So it doesn't even look pleasing to our children to look up to. Why would I participate into something that's done to my auntie, my uncle, my father, my mother? Why am I doing that? You know what I'm saying? Why would I participate in this that looked like this, everything my parents was talking about that blocked them? Like, well, why would I do that? So this is the last shift. Then we back in New WURLDIAH. And I love all y'all from the bottom of my heart. Mini Tonka, flight boss, bitch, you know. For sure. You're now listening to the Mountain of the Terry's Moon. I'm the Royal Archangel Uriel. And ready to carry God duties and motherfucking responsibilities. Arak the Swa, Massa Soet, Hel Hoda Yellow.